Hello, everyone. I do this just to build up the suspense. So thank you for inviting me today and Foster Freeman to be part of this event. We've come from the UK, and I understand you don't want a sales pitch from me, so I will just give you a brief overview of our company, what we do, and how we are involved in border security worldwide, as well as other areas. Sorry, my fonts have gone crazy. So, Foster & Freeman, we are based in the UK, a relatively small company, but we have been around for close to 50 years, and we export equipment to 150 countries worldwide every year. We are market leaders in two distinct areas. One would be the forensic science investigation, so crime scene investigation, and the other area is, of course, border security, where we manufacture VSC technology. You may have heard of video spectral comparators, which are used to analyze documents to a very high level. We have a global customer base. We sell, as I said before, into 150 plus countries. Our equipment's used by all major police and forensic labs worldwide. You can see here just a list of some of our customers that may use our equipment. And of course, we sell products into Spain as well. Our document examination is widely used in Spain. We've probably sold over 200 units in the last 10 years. They're used by the companies or organizations you can see listed here. And they are primarily used to examine passports and security documents, but we also have company or organizations such as the Banco de España, who will use it to analyze the security features in counterfeit currency. You may not have seen our equipment in your local organizations, but our smaller systems are found in the airports, land ports, and seaports across Spain, and you see there the CNI and Policía Nacional and Guardia Civil all use our high-level document examination systems. So, we've been involved in this industry a long time, and our products tend to set the standard for examination at the borders. We can be used to examine all levels of security feature, so that may be from a frontline brief examination of printed features, but we can go as deep as the forensic level analysis of papers and inks. It's very high level systems. I have with me today one of our compact systems, the VSC 900, and you can see that outside in the exhibitor area. So if you get a chance after this, come and see me, and I will give you a brief demonstration of how the equipment works. So, being in this industry for close to 50 years, we've seen a lot of changes. Originally, our document inspection systems were only ever used by police forensic investigators, but gradually that market has changed, and today we only sell a fraction of our products to police forensics. The majority is sold to border security and immigration. And we see the changes continue on a year-by-year basis. There is always new threats and new challenges. We see at the moment from Frontex a new report that explains how their new systems, their international border management systems, including entry exits and improved visa systems, they've made it a more connected experience for the international border community. So there is higher level checks on people attempting to access new documents. And what we see this doing is driving more and more people to use falsified documents, particularly on land and sea borders. So with an increased threat and more people trying to use these false documents than ever, we see there is a need for an increased capacity, so an ability for you to examine more documents quicker than ever before. There's an increased quality. The type of documents or the counterfeits that we are seeing on the borders are of higher and higher quality as the forgers manage to access improved print equipment. And we see there being a new increased reliance on the high-level embedded biometric features. So we can see a physical document being altered or forged, the paper and the inks, the photo substitutions, but it's very difficult to forge the information that's stored on the chip itself, on the e-passport chip. And in this area, we expect to see further advances and more data being included within the chip. So our current line of products for document examination include 3 core systems. On the far side, you can see the VSC 900. That's the device I've brought with me today. We call that a hybrid examination system. It's for the examination of the print features of a document and the e-chip features. And as I say, it is a very simple and easy to use system for rapid results, possibly at the front line, but more likely in a backroom sort of laboratory area. In the center, we have the VSC 9000. This offers the very highest level of document analysis. It's our newest system. I don't believe we have any in Spain at the moment, but we will be demonstrating one to the Banco or Central Bank in the next couple of weeks. We have probably 15 of our predecessor systems, the VSC 8000 in Spain. So this is the highest level you can expect to achieve. And closest to me on this side is the VSC PDI Plus. That is a system to increase capacity at the border. So it's a fast scanning system that can then be connected to our other systems to create a network of VSC instruments. So VSC 900. I will zoom through these because if you want to see them, it's much better to have the demonstration outside. So, as I say, hybrid examination system. This is an all-in-one device. It includes the PC, the light sources, the camera. It's all together in this one system. And it's a very powerful, compact solution for examinations. Some of the core features would include the embedded data decoders, so we can read the information on the chip, we can read the MRZ, we can read the IPI, decode letter screen ++, all of the digital information that's hidden within the layers of your passport. We can also perform facial recognitions with this system that uses the Gemalto Tales live facial recognition, live facial identification system. And we offer it as a modular system. So there's various different devices that you can use to change the price and the functionality of the system. VSC 9000. Our top-level system, it's the ultimate forensic solution. We often sell these to the central lab. So if your country has a central laboratory, this would be the system you would have. We also sell it to a variety of different organizations, including museums, art galleries, anywhere that you might want to examine a document or a manuscript in the highest level possible. So, for example, paintings and works of art, we can see through the layers of paint to see the underdrawings and sketchings. This system differs from the VSC 900 because it is larger, it's a larger format device. You can fit more documents into it. It also has a dual camera system, so there are 2 cameras in there to offer improved visualization of security features over 2 ranges of magnification. If you're using this device, it's unlikely you will need a microscope because we can examine up to 500 times magnification, and you can provide a complete cover-to-cover interrogation of a document. So I just have some quick images here to demonstrate the imaging quality of the system. So obviously we have a projector here and a very large screen, but you'll see that the image quality still performs. This is a test card that we use at Foster Freeman on all of our systems just to check the quality. We check for the color accuracy, which is measured with a spectrometer, and we check for what we call chromatic aberration in the corners of the image, which is a loss of visual performance. And if I zoom in, you can see that the detail is retained no matter how far in you go. So on this screen, this looks good, but on a small screen on your desk, this looks incredible. So you can now examine to a higher level and a closer magnification than you ever have been able to before. Some security printers also use our equipment because they want to test their actual security features they're manufacturing. So here we have a hologram on a laminate. This is showing the security feature examined from every different angle, all in one image. So we call it a composite image. Some security manufacturers or security printers will come to us and ask if we can visualize their newest features because they don't actually have the capacity to see their documents in this way. So it's a good example of how we can see every feature that even the manufacturer themselves couldn't achieve. And here, just a nice picture from a banknote. On some newer laminate documents or ID cards, this is a UK driving license, they now have a very small printed detail on the edge of the card. We offer accessories to view all variety of security features. So this here is just a simple mirror device where you slide the card in and put this under the camera in the VSC system, and we can analyze the laminate layers of the document. So even if you're examining cards that don't have this printed security feature, you can easily see differences between the composite layers on a genuine document and a counterfeit document. This is quite a new security feature, and it's only really been possible to view it in this way recently because of the improvement in the camera system. More and more documents, our ID cards, are using laminates and secure laminates. We employ a patented coaxial imaging system to see not just the features that are created on the laminate itself, so a hologram perhaps, but we can view beneath the surface of the laminate with this new coaxial feature. So this is again a UK driver's license, and on this side you can see scratches and imperfections on the laminate. On the far side, the numbers in the middle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they appear to be 3D, so you can see a 3D print feature. That's actually occurring underneath the laminate layer, so you without coaxial illumination, you wouldn't be able to see that. It's also very difficult for a counterfeit or forger to produce these 3D features beneath a laminate, so it's a very good way of detecting the counterfeits. And finally, the third system in the family is the PDI. It's a very high-level imaging system, but unlike the other two systems, everything on here works with captured images. So while the VSC 9000 and 900 use a live camera, this captures images of the document to such a high level that you can then examine that captured image. You can also then send that image elsewhere for examination. So we see this as a capacity building tool. You can take the document, if this system is installed at a point of entry or an airport, and you don't have the expertise in that airport, but you do have someone at a remote lab, you can capture a full digital copy of the document and transmit that via the internet for full examination elsewhere. So you can get increased presence of document examination expertise. And this is how we see this being implemented in some countries at the moment. You see we have various points of entry in the country. We've installed common technology at each of these points, and we can connect these via the internet. With all information being sent back to a central lab. We actually have several countries that are already doing this. This is being used on some of the world's busiest and most busiest migration points and busiest borders. We can see this being used at the moment in Singapore, and it's being used across Scandinavia as well. They connect their systems. They have one expert team in a central laboratory. At every other point of entry, they just have these scanning systems where people are quickly scanning the documents and sending it back for a remote examination. So, just a summary slide of how Foster and Freeman go about improving and developing new technologies. Each year, you'll see us bring out new equipment, and you might think, why would I need a new machine? I've just spent money on the past one. Well, we evolve our technology constantly, and that's partly through feedback from events like this and working with the actual users, the examiners, but also by working together with the manufacturers of the security features and the technological advances available to us, such as improved camera systems and illumination techniques. So a lot goes into a continuous cycle of improvement for our products. And if you have a brand new passport, there's features in that we couldn't have examined with our previous systems. So there is a need to always evolve and continually upgrade. My final slide. As you see, I'm not good at Spanish. I speak no Spanish, but our company, we do work with a lot of Spanish-speaking countries. We have a lot of presence in Latin America, especially, and some of our distribution partners will work with us on a regular monthly basis to produce webinars that are in Spanish. Sometimes they are on document security, sometimes they're on forensic science, which is our core product set. You'll see here, this is an invitation to our next webinar, which is next week in Spanish. It is run by our Colombian distributor, and that will be on improvements on international forensics, so bringing all countries up to the same level of technology. But in 1 month's time, we have the next webinar that's in Spanish, and that will be on document security. So if you are a fan of webinars, I would encourage you to join in and register for the event, because we will be featuring all of our products, demonstrating how they work, and using a group of experts to describe some of the key features in the current generation of security features. All of our technology is about partnerships. We improve by working at events like this and attending events like this. We attend over 150 events worldwide every year, and we take part in many European networking groups and forensic science development communities. It's a big part of what we do. As I say, we've been in existence, the company, for a long time, and while this, for me, is a sales opportunity, it's also more an opportunity to network and learn more about what you do, and for you to learn more about what we do. It's the only way we can improve, and we as a company are very passionate about making sure that the best level of forensic science equipment is available across the world, and border security equipment is the same. So I would welcome you to come and speak to me today, and I thank you for inviting me once again, and thank you very much.